Before we start the video, please go check out some of my other ones after, of course, you watch this one. Also, please like and subscribe. Alright, back to it. Mysteries. People love mysterious things that we don't know much about. It's the joy of finding out the truth and getting all the answers. It's part of the fun. I mean, look at the success of Knives Out or Clue. People just like finding out things for themselves. Well, America, as you know, is a place that does like to hide things from the public. Some obvious, and some others, not so much. I mean, a couple years ago, the Pentagon kind of confirmed aliens were real, and nobody really cared because of, you know, how 2020 was. There are many conspiracy theories about some of America's most mysterious and weirdest places that I didn't even know existed. In this video, I'm going to be going through those places, explaining what it is and what those theories hold. If it's true or not, will be up to you. Let's do it. Let's get the most common and obvious one out of the way here. First, it's Area 51, probably the most famous area. I mean, literally, what is more popular than that? Area 52? I mean, come on, that doesn't roll off the tongue, it's nice. Area 51 is like the godfather of all things aliens, just top secret government experiments. Okay, but what is Area 51? Its description is highly classified United States military base. Now, I know it's not going to come out and say home of the aliens and government experiments on the human race, but everybody knows that Area 51 is not just a military base. Like, come on, it's obvious that there's more to it, but what exactly? Well, the theories are the government sends agents to where the aliens crash and excavates everything from the crash site and brings it back to Area 51, which they then develop technology like weapons, or perhaps maybe they make their own UFOs and they further study the aliens. They might have some locked up if they're dangerous, or they might even work with some aliens. Honestly, who knows? Other theories that I've read online is that they have cracked the secret and have figured out how to time travel, and the only real working time machine is in Area 51. Does it sound crazy? Let me see. Time machine is said not to be possible, because if it were, we already know about it. But if the only people allowed to use it are trusted by the US government, then I'm pretty sure it'd be kept a secret. Sadly, my friends, I personally don't think it's real, because it would take a lot of understanding from the universe to have a human from our time transfer into molecules, cells, and be transported to another time, being reconfigured, their bones, their blood, muscles, everything. Like, doing that is just mind-blowing. But how did Area 51 become this top-secret government alien hideout? Well, there was one man named Robert Lazar who kind of started this whole thing. He told a television reporter that he had worked at Area 51, and he himself worked on alien spacecrafts and have seen autopsy photos of dead aliens. His claims sparked what would become of Area 51, but later on, everything he said turned out to not be true. He even lied about ever working at the base. Did the government get away from erasing this man's career at Area 51 and doing a good job of it? Or is this guy just a dude looking for attention? It's up to you. Now, I recently found out about this one like a couple years ago, but perhaps many of you already know that the Denver airport has more than a couple mysteries to it. Many people believe that the elites help fund this airport. It's a sort of escape route when the world ends, because at the airport there's a slab of stone that has the wording New World Airport Commission. This is a sort of thank you for their contribution, but who exactly are they? Well, supposedly the truth behind this is that the Freemasons created the plaque, and the phrasing just means that at the time the airport was really just new, and it was the first international airport in a while, so it was a new world airport to travel around the world, but it's still a little sus. There are also thousands and thousands of square feet of tunnels underground. It's basically like a city. It has a train system. Many people believe that these tunnels are escape routes to Cheyenne Mountains, which is another place that, as you know, it's a little sketchy, but anyway, it's where there are bunkers for the rich and powerful to hide out and wait for the world's end. And when it's over, they come out and reclaim the world, but this time in their image, and democracies in our current political system which just no longer exists. Sounds pretty crazy, right? Now, I don't necessarily believe in that theory specifically, but those tunnel routes are interesting though, and I do think they probably house some shady things down there, along with some secret passages to areas only certain people are supposed to know about. Their artwork is another thing that many find odd. All around you can find art pieces that just give off weird vibes. Some think that these art pieces are a sort of message that the New World Order is coming, and that these are just signs or warnings. Another thing that people find strange is the gargoyles that are all around the airport. Now, they say it's for good luck, but others say that this is also a sign of the New World Order. The gargoyles are a sort of symbolism, as the elite looking down at us, the regular people, that we would all just perish and not be in this so-called New World. A very giant blue horse statue that many have named Blucifer because of its red giant glowing eyes and its blue shade is located outside the airport. Now, this could just be some cool statue, or a call to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which is another sign of the end of the world. The airport has debunked all of the different theories, but do you really trust them? Now, this place has everything going on. The Skinwalker Ranch in Utah is home to UFOs, monsters, strange animals, and yes, a Navajo witch, which they call a skinwalker. Now, what exactly is a skinwalker? Well, it's a human, aka a witch, who has the power to turn themselves into an animal, so like Loki, but minus the god part. Anyway, it is said that there's said skinwalker roams this ranch, but alongside that, there have also been reports of more than 400 sightings of UFOs. Now, Utah is like right next to Nevada, and what's in Nevada? In terms of weird sightings, people have also reported seeing strange animals. The Sherman family bought their ranch. They reported seeing a wolf or a coyote cross hybrid that approached their livestock and began to attack and grab a calf. The son and the father of the Sherman family began hitting the animal to make it release the calf, but it was like, nah. It was like going through something. It wouldn't let go. Then the father shot the animal point blank with a .357 Magnum, but still, it did not let go. He shot it a couple more times. Then, in a weird string of events, he just let go and walked away. No blood, nothing, no signs of being wounded. Was it a ghost, or was it just built different? Then, there were reports of UFOs and aliens. This started when the family noticed that some of their cows had gone missing. They found one of them which had been killed, but the way it was killed was disturbing. They found it with a hole in its left eye and another very big hole, which I'll leave you to figure out. But it was just like nasty. It was like a maniac. Who did this poor animal? Was it some otherworld beings who wanted to understand it, or was it killed by accident? Some time went by and another cow was taken, but this time it left tracks behind, so the family followed these tracks and they noticed that they just stopped out of nowhere. There was snow on the ground, so they would see where the tracks were to go, but at a certain point, it was just like it was lifted off the ground. Now, there are just too many claims and sightings reported from this ranch to keep going, but some people have questioned if these stories are true, and personally, I think they're not real, but why lie, you know, for attention? But this took place back in 1994, so why want your name out there if you're just seen as liars? I don't know, maybe the Sherman family just wanted attention, or they just really did encounter these strange things. Everybody knows the hottest place in America is not mysterious or unusual. I mean, it's crazy that Death Valley has average temperatures of 120 degrees. What? But where is this city? Well, supposedly, it is under Death Valley, buried within its tunnels. Back in 1931, two explorers named Russell and Bove went down into the caves and stated that the caves are not some little 5-mile tunnels. No. They said that at least 180 miles worth of tunnels running all the way through Nevada. But what they found down there was crazy. They found the corpse of 3 giant men that were 8 to 9 feet tall, but the room that their bodies were buried in had bones of many different animals, like elephants and saber-toothed tigers and even dinosaurs. Yes, dinosaur bones. Now, some professional archaeologists didn't buy this because they didn't believe this because, well, saber-toothed tigers and dinosaurs appeared 13 million years apart, so how would these people have these bones? One of the explorers went back to the site to show his friends, but he could no longer find the city because of the way the sand shifted. Now, hold up right there. Now, I know I said I was going to let you guys decide if this was real or not, but I'm sorry, this is just fake. I mean, there probably are a lot of tunnels down there, and I bet there are some undiscovered animal bones, but this doesn't sound real to me. Now, one of the explorers ended up going missing, and another 2 explorers have also gone missing trying to find this lost city. And this is next to Nevada, and these tunnels could lead to a certain top secret base. Alaska is a beautiful place, from the amazing wildlife to the big mountains, but did you know that the areas between Barrow, Anchorage, and Yakutat, if connected, form a triangle? And this isn't just some cool, hey guys, look at this triangle. No. This triangle is responsible for the disappearance of over 16,000 people since 1988. That's insane. But why this area specifically? Well, this area is said to have a heavy fog and a thick forest and harsh wilderness. Out of everything on this list on here, this isn't even a mystery of aliens or government secrets. This is just a bad area to be traveling through. But I included it on here because I just found it kind of interesting. If someone goes missing or a plane goes down, chances of finding them are close to 0 because of the geography and how much it snows over there. I know I said there was no theory about this place, but there could be a secret base in Alaska. I mean, that is literally the perfect place to build one, because who would find it? I mean, who's going to go out and say, alright, let's just walk in the forest? And come on, the odds of you finding it, and you know, if you do find it, you'll probably end up... And just to add a little more flavor to this pot here, Alaska is kind of really close to Russia, so maybe just some deals going on, some under-the-table exchanges. Honestly, who really knows? But I hope this video kind of gives you something to think about the next time you're on your way to catch a flight at the Denver airport, or perhaps visiting Las Vegas, or maybe even traveling up the mountains in Alaska. Just remember something. Something shady could be going on right under your nose. If you guys enjoyed this, please make sure to like and subscribe, and if you would please go check out some of my other videos, I would love you for that. Also, thank you for 96 subscribers. Wow, I have a little special video coming out for 100 subs, so all we need is like 4 more. Thank you guys so much for everything, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.